hunt hungry.
And I'll put all the links down below in the description. But yeah, definitely people need to go check that out. So the unique thing was we were in the same indoor league. We weren't shooting the same like categories or whatever classes, but we were in the same league and we both made it to nationals. You did better than me, I can assure you that. How did your indoor tournament end?
Yeah, so I ended up finishing third. But the bad part about that is I qualified second. So I actually lost to the third place guy. It was my first time kind of getting used to the whole process. I actually have a podcast where I was actually talking to like a sports psychiatrist, if you will. He also does like school counseling. So he kind of does both, where he works with professional guys and also kind of does some sub stuff with our school. And I was kind of like working through some of that. And I just really just I kind of went on the other end and kind of went so much energy to try to stuff my mental game down, because everybody's like, oh, you're going to get panicky with all the lights. Because, you know, TSO, they do a pretty good job of actually getting people there, getting lights and everything else, which makes it a really fun environment. And so for me, coming from football, I was like, I don't want to use it and come with that same energy, because that never helps me inside of archery. Like for football, I was the guy crying before games and yelling and running up and down. If I could do flips, I would have been doing backflips. But in archery, I've kind of learned a whole different side of competing in regards to mentally preparing. So I went from totally extreme of like yelling and going crazy before a game to I'm going completely zen, and I think I zen myself to a third place finish. But with that being my first year, there's a lot of lessons learned. But within all the lessons learned, it was a great experience, and I'm excited to keep on actually competing and see how far I can go next year.
Yeah, no, your scores were great. You were shooting great. You did better than me, because I think I was like top 8 go when I was 6 or something like that. And I had this great plan. I was going to put a little extra weight on my stabilizers to help, because I knew I'd be nervous. No matter, I could have put a cinder block on that bow. I couldn't keep it from moving. It was going to move every which way. So, I got the nerves and shook up there and just didn't look good. So, yeah, you definitely did better than me. You got paid a little bit of money, and the guy that beat me was shooting like a 1990s Hoyt, you know. So he beat me with his old hunting bow. So yeah, he got me, and I'm man enough to admit it. So yeah, I think I finished 6th. He moved on and I didn't. Okay. So I came in at 6th, and I think he moved on and I stayed at 6th. Yeah, the way that tournament works, which is really cool. It's a really cool tournament. It is like the lights and the stage. It is nerve wracking. But it's really cool that you get up there and get to do that. So, what's the best score you've ever shot at an indoor game? Like if in our league, 330 is perfect, right?
Yeah, so 330. Gosh, I shot a 3. Gosh, this is not good. I know I shot my first 300 on my second time shooting like a competition. And I can't remember, because in my head, I was still just keeping track of like overall, like what that score was. Because I was kind of everybody was like, this is the boogeyman. Like, if you could crack that bug, then like you've done something. But I want to say it was probably 326 or something like that. I
was thinking I was seeing you in the 320s. Which is incredible for that game. The way the X's are scored as 11s, that's a great score. That's really good. So I wanted to have you on to help coach me a little bit. So